Alright, good morning everyone. We're going to do a little bit more Blender today. What we are going to cover is nothing more than a review of all the shortcuts. So we're not going to do rendering, UV unwrapping, anything like that. So if you're in Blender, just do yourself a favor, just get used to cycles, especially if you want to play around later on with particles or explosions or fire. The cycles, you're going to enjoy it. Alright. Screencast keys. If you hit N, you get all these wonderful little options, but right down the bottom, start display. There we go. T gives you more options over here. That's if you have to affect cell fracture or smooth out your object, but don't really need that, so we get more space. And don't really need this. There we go. Alright, view number 1, 5 on the number pad. If you look up here in the top corner, it says perspective. If you hit 5, change to orthographic. Hit 7, now we're in top view, so we're looking straight down on our workspace. Obviously that's a camera, that's your light. Get that out of the way. The reason I like orthographic is you can just grab an object with G, move it anywhere you want, and what you'll notice if you switch to front view on the 1, I can move it again. So it's much easier to control the placement of something if you're doing it orthographic. Alright, so shortcuts, here we go. Shift A, text. Remember, this is an object, so you have to hit Tab to edit. And my microphone's really sensitive, so it may sound like I'm killing my keyboard, but I'm not. Hit G to grab, move it on the Y, move it out of the way, Shift A, text, there you go, Tab, so on, so forth, grab Y, and then one more time. Now, one thing we need to do, that's how you do your Dawn of Geek. So what we're going to do though is a little shortcut of what if I wanted to make these things into something other than just text. Well, hit this little F over here on your tab. Let's give it some depth. Extrude 0.3. That's good enough. Bevel just makes things look nice. We'll be very gentle. Let's go 0.06. Whoa, way too much. That's good enough. Alright, resolution. Okay, so there's my geek. Now, if you're doing a lot of text, the last thing you want to do is repeat, 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 repeat. Now, remember, this is an object. Who cares what it looks like? It's an object, so I can go into, I can duplicate it, put it somewhere, tab, and edit it. Shift D, move it somewhere, tab, and edit it. There you go. Just move things around just so it looks just different. Alright, I haven't found much that does this, other shortcuts, but it's still text, so you have to hit Alt C and mesh from curve, meta stuff, whatever. Basically, you're making it into an actual object so you can apply things to it, which is what the whole Blender's about. So we'll change that. We'll change that. We'll change that. So now we have actual objects. We can move. We can play. We can grab. We can add particles, we can add explosions, we can add anything we want. X delete. Alright. Okay, that was a little longer than I was expecting, but I hope that helps you guys out and to be a little brave. Download Blender. I believe it's blender.org. This should be 2.79b. I'm at 2.79. I'm waiting for 2.8, and believe me, if you guys follow along Blender, look up the things about 2.8, and you'll understand why a lot of us are just patiently waiting for them to finish that. All right, I believe that should get you going. We're sticking with text, but once we move into this area right here, now that's everything. It could be a cube, could be a sphere, it could be a sculpture, it could be anything that you did. Now we're going to change how everything looks, the colors, the shape even, it doesn't matter. So it's wonderful once you get to this stage. And the material if we wanted, and the particles. In fact, hey, let's add physics to it. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful program, Blender. So I hope everybody has a great day. I hope you've get some courage to download Blender. Ignore 90% of the stuff. Remember, Shift A, add something. Control Z, change your mind. If you're never sure what to do, just open something up and go, oh, okay. And then just delete it. If you change your mind, Control Z. Don't worry about it. Everyone have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.